What's up guys, it's Brian with mtmmix.com. I'm going to be bringing you a video today on how to get that tape stop effect that a lot of people desire. It's basically that sound that you get when you hit stop on a vinyl record player and it just kind of slows down and gets lower pitch. It's a very easy thing to do. I'm going to show you how to do it in Pro Tools, and don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure every DAW, major DAW, has a similar plugin that comes free stock with the DAW. Again, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it is. So it's going to be the same method no matter what DAW you're in. It's just going to be a matter of what plugin you're using. So I'm going to hop on the screen right now and show you how to do it. Alright, so I got this song up right now. It is called Bluffin' by Nolan Santo featuring On Q. It's one of our newest songs coming out of the studio, and it's doing great. So it's a pretty simple song. You can just hear there's nothing really like ad-libs or doubles up about it. Just the stacked hooks and then the verses. So what we're going to be focusing on is this instrumental. So we're just going to zoom into this and really just pay attention to this. I'm going to play the area that I think would sound good with this tape stop effect. And I'm just going to play it just so you have an example and you know what to expect. So take a listen.
Rappers trying but they can't cause they got no chance, yeah. Hey, cause they got no chance. And I got the world in my hands, but the shit ain't nothing, no. Yeah. Hey, I don't mess with that fake shit when they come around me. Hey, say you real but you bluffing though. Yeah. If you ain't part of my team, the homie, then don't surround me.
Alright, so right before that hook comes in is where I was thinking that we could do the tape stop. The first thing that you're going to want to do is get the tempo of the song. I already did this for tracking and processing purposes. It is 88. A quick way to find BPMs of songs if you don't feel like tapping it out is you could download Virtual DJ. There is a free version and it does everything that you would need for this. And you just drag and drop the instrumental. You could see that I'm using the 2-track, so you could drag and drop an instrumental or a 2-track or any one of the stems from the song onto one of these virtual DJ decks, and it'll come up with a key, which is also very useful, as well as the BPM up here. So you could just drag and drop the song on, and then it'll give you that BPM, and then you could just type it into your DAW. So quick little tip on a different note of this video. So back to this. The first thing that you're going to want to do is get that tempo and then lock into grid. If your grid's not on, in Pro Tools, you just click this little grid and make sure that you are on grid up here on the top left. There are different types of grids. There's the relative grid and then the regular grid, so just make sure that it's highlighted blue. So from now, you can see here that my grid is at every 1 bar. I think we're going to be going something, maybe a quarter note, maybe even less, for this tape stop. So just select it to a quarter note or whatever you are thinking for your tape stop, and then just find the spot exactly where you're going to be doing that effect.
Rappers trying but they can't cause they got no chance, yeah. Hey, cause they got no chance. And I got the world in my hands, but the shit ain't nothing, 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 ain't nothing, nothing.
Alright, so actually it's an 8th note just because the grid is a little off, but I'm going to keep it at quarter note and just show you a couple more tips. So this is where this transient right here is actually not falling on the grid, but that transient is where the hook comes in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an edit splice in Pro Tools. Wherever you're highlighted, you can hold Command and hit E, and that makes a splice for you. And then I'm just going to drag this over to this transient, and you could bypass the grid by holding Command and dragging. So you can see here, this is, if I was on the grid, it locks onto the grid. If you hold Command, you could bypass it. So just drag it over to the transient, and that's where that start is going to be. So right now, you have this.
And I got the world in my hands, but the shit ain't nothing, no.
Just a quick little stop. Now, we're actually not going to drag this out like a normal beat break would be. You're actually going to keep a lot of this. So we're going to highlight this part before it. This is where the tape stop is going to go. So just that looped little part, super short. And what you're going to do the tape stop is you're going to go up to the audio suite in Pro Tools, go to pitch shift, and then go to verify. It comes stock in Pro Tools since I think Pro Tools 9, but I might be mistaken. And again, every DAW does have a plugin that's like this, and it will use the same exact method. So just find out what your plugin is and just open that up. Now, once you open it up in the audio suite, literally all you have to do to get that default tape stop effect is whatever you have highlighted, just hit render, and it'll render it just like that onto the clip. So just start back a little further and just take a listen to it.
And I got the world in my hands, but the shit ain't nothing, no. Yeah.
And it's that same exact sound that you hear in hip hop all the time, and it's so easy to do. Now, just to go over a few more of these settings real quick, speed up is basically the opposite. Instead of it stopping, it'll actually start, so it's as if you're hitting play on a vinyl record player, and it has to speed up that record. It's a pretty cool entrance effect if you want to use that. Selection fit to is whatever you have highlighted. So say you wanted to do that, it would fit to, actually a better example, say you have this highlighted, you could see here that there's actually some empty silent space. Fit to will just take whatever the clip is, so it'll ignore this extra space. Extend will actually take this space into consideration. Fades, that's basically, it just renders fades onto the end and the beginning of the clip. Actually, forgive me, at the end of the clip. And that's just so you don't have any clicks or pops. I don't even know why the off thing is on there. I don't know why you would ever use that. But it's a very simple effect, again, and it's available in every DAW. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If it's in a different DAW and I can't answer it, I'm sure somebody else on YouTube probably will. There's a ton of people over here. So if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments or shoot me an email, and I'll do my best to answer. So until next time, guys, I'll talk to you soon.
And I got the world in my hands, but the shit ain't nothing, no. Yeah. Hey, I don't mess with that fake shit when they come around me. Hey, say you real, but you bluffing, though. Yeah. If you ain't part of my team, the homie, then don't surround me. Hey, putting shit down on this paper and selling it. Oh, we got a major development. People gon' tell you to grind like you should, and you start doing good and they ain't doing well with it. I'm just speaking what I feel.